The closer you get to the creation of money, the better your borrowing terms are. And this is why we have a wealth gap in America. And our job on this call is to figure out how to shorten that gap and to get out in front of the wave of this recession that's happening, which is why we're calling in the big guns. Me and Pace used our favors to bring Dean here for you guys. And the things that he's doing, the thing that Tony Robbins and him are doing is perfectly timed for what's coming up. Couple things for you to do right now, and it's going to segue perfectly into what Dean's going to talk to you about here today. Number one, you got to do a financial audit on your life. There are toys you bought. I guarantee there's somebody watching this that owns a boat, owns some sand rails, owns a razor, owns a stupid watch, owns crap that you acquired over the last 2 years, because we all got handed free money. The economy's been fantastic. Most of us made more money than we ever have made before. It was just a good time to make money. Problem is the good times are over, and it's a great time to do a financial audit, pay off those high interest credit cards, get out from all those stupid toys, and pay close attention to what you're spending your money on. Cancel the vacations and pull back and get your financial stuff together. Number two, like we started this call, you got to raise your intention, raise your enthusiasm right now, and make more money. Start the side hustle, start the business. Look, if I ask Pace, how many different streams of income do you have? Pace has lots of different ways he makes money, right? And one of the best ways he makes money is the same way I make money, right? I sell information. I sell my knowledge. I became really great at something and I sell it to people. If you're great at guitar, record yourself doing guitar lessons, and sell guitar lessons. Start the side hustle. If you've been sitting on the fence, if somebody's been kind of crapping on your dreams and it's kind of pulled you back a little bit, or you've been kind of saying, well, now's not the right time. It is the right time.
100% the right time.
Now is the right time to ramp up the money-making stuff. Lean in on your real estate business. Lean in on starting the business and getting it going. And don't be scared to hire talent right now. A lot of people are getting fired already. We're starting to see mortgage companies, real estate agencies, people are pulling back and they're scaling back, or there's all this talent all of a sudden on the sidelines. Put people to work. And then obviously the last piece of advice is to squad up. That's it. What Pace says every single time he's ever been on a live. Squad up. Connect in the chat. Show up to these type of meetups, virtual meetups, in-person meetups. Come to the live events. Get involved. Subto community's greatest Facebook community for real estate out there. It's just, you guys got to be plugged in. And if you hold each other accountable as we're going through this, and you listen to what Dean's about to tell you, you're going to come out the other end of this thing better than ever. Last recession, I made tens of millions of dollars. This recession, I'm going to make hundreds of millions of dollars. I'm not excited for a recession because I'm really sad that a lot of people are going to get hurt, and I'm sad of what's going on in the political games and all the BS that's happening. But from a business perspective, I understand it, and I'm going to lean in on it. And it's time for you to lean in on it as well. And you're at the right place to do that.
Well, everybody's super excited. Thank you so much, Dean, for coming here. Let's get him up on the stage.
Love it. We're grateful that you're here. I know you're on vacation. If it wasn't so pertinent in everything that's going on in the economy and the stuff that when we're over at your office, the stuff that you talk to us about blows our socks off, and we're always like, this is it, man. This is what people need to hear. So
yeah, no, it's great. And listen, I've been listening to you, and I've been watching all the comments. Hey, everybody, thank you for all the great comments. Appreciate it. A couple things I want to share. We are going into a recession. There's no avoiding that, right? We do have 41-year high inflation. Those things are happening. The real estate market is shifting. Real estate, I kind of know a little bit about real estate. I've dabbled in it a little bit. But one thing I want to share with you guys, to be on a call like this, to follow Pace, to follow Cody, to gain capabilities from somebody who's already been there, who understands it. Just one thing I want to share. Don't make things worse than they are. This is Tony Robbins 101. Don't make things worse than they are, and you don't make things better than they are. You just see them as they are. And then we work on capabilities to get through it. And what I want to share with you is, when Cody was sharing, some people said, oh my God, this is depressing or this is sad. I would say, let's try to reframe that today. I want to talk about a couple things today, but I would reframe that to, wouldn't you rather anticipate and prepare rather than react? Think about that, right? In life, think how cool is it when you know something's coming? Like, listen, can we all agree? And let me see it in the chat. Can we all agree that we have an inner voice that's just shitty, for lack of a better word? We have an inner voice sometimes that tells us that in today's world, they call it imposter syndrome, but we're not good enough. We don't have enough money. It's the wrong time. We're not smart enough. Other people are getting the deals, not us. I'm not smart enough to pull this off. My family thinks I'm nuts for being a dreamer. Can we all agree we have that voice, right? That we all have that. Can we all agree that limiting belief or that story or that inner conversation, we agree we have that voice, right? Can we agree that voice has already cost us too much in our life? Right? Do you remember the time you were going to go in on real estate, but you held back because, you got real, right? Or the voice overpowered you and it wasn't fight or flight. It was more like I froze. Like, let me just see how this goes. And how does that work out when you just see how it goes, right? So if we have that voice and we know it's already cost us something, when I said prepare or anticipate, I'm going to try to loop this back. Think about this. It's like not a war. Let's talk about a battle, right? If we have a battle and you're an army and someone surprises you, like you didn't know they were coming, and all of a sudden the army's there, right? Like George Washington on Christmas Day that turned the revolution in America around, is the Hessians from British, 15,000 of the best soldiers in the world. They just kicked the army's butt in America, and they were all partying, 15,000 of them. They never thought that a ragtag army of 4,000 people would cross the Delaware and charge them in the middle of the night. In 10 minutes, the war was over. They won, right? And it was the shift of the Revolutionary War in George Washington. I didn't study history in high school, but I geeked out on it older in life, right? That's a surprise. But here's what happens, and I just want to, this what came to my heart. I never planned on what I'm going to say. What came to my heart is when we have a story, we have a belief, we have a fear, we have an inner self-doubt, we have imposter syndrome. We already know the story. We already know the enemy. It never comes on you like what George Washington did to the Hessians, to the British soldiers, right? A surprise attack. You know it's coming. You already know that as the economy shifts, as uncertainty is an all-time high, we had 2 years of COVID, then high inflation and now we're heading into a recession, high interest rates, things shifting. If you feel uncertain, congratulations for being human. But here's the thing, as the world shifts, and I just thought it was good to share this, as it shifts, whatever self-doubt you've had in your life, whatever story you've had that's held you back, I promise you this, it's going to get louder. It's going to say it like it is. It's going to get louder. More you have conversations with people at a dinner table and family and friends telling you, oh my God, it's a recession. Oh my God, here we go again. Oh my God, it's 2008 again. Oh my God, here it is. The more that happens, the more uncertainty gets louder. The more that inner voice gets louder, the more that you feel like freezing, right? But here's what I'm going to tell you. Here's the cool part. If you anticipate and prepare, I really beat up this anticipate and prepare. I really want to anchor this in. If you anticipate and prepare, you know that the army is coming for this battle 6 months in advance, 5 months in advance. You can prepare, you can fortify the walls, you can find out what their strengths are and get stronger. You can find out their weaknesses and take advantage of it. As Wayne Gretzky said when he said, why are you such a good hockey player? Remember the quote? He said, because most people skate to where the puck is. I figured out how to skate to where the puck was going. Think about that. If we anticipate, if we prepare, we kind of know where the puck is going. And that's like one of the messages I want to share today. We have two games when the world changes, shifts, goes up, goes down, goes sideways. We have two games. We have an inner game and we have an outer game. I'd love to talk about the outer game today. But I'd be doing you a disservice if I didn't take time during my family vacation to be with you guys today, if I didn't talk about the inner game. You know the enemy that's coming. You know the self-doubt is going to come. You know your imposter syndrome is going to feel stronger. You know your belief that I can't scale. Something's changed. I should wait. You know that that's coming and you know that it's wrong. During a recession, during a shift in an economy, there's fight, flight, and the third F is freeze. Freezing will be huge. And it's really the time when you can excel, because most people are going to wait to see what happens. Most people are going to wait for someone to come and save them. I don't care if you like the last president or you like the current president, or you don't like either, or you like both, or you don't care. The fact of the matter is neither the last president, the current president, or the next president, no matter where you live in the world, is coming to save you. It's on you. So we could blame, we could see, we could wait, or we could do something most people don't during a shift. We could gain new capabilities and thrive. You know, I've been in real estate since I was 17 years old. I'm 53 years old. Real estate saved my life. So did self-education, learning from others who've already been there. And Cody said a couple of those slides were amazing, Cody shared. And some of you, that's over your head. You're not there yet. You're working on your first deal. Some of you are crushing it. That was perfect. Some of you are in the middle. No matter where you are, just know that real estate, I thrived in real estate. Between 2007 and 2009, the last down market, I bought almost 1,000 houses, right? Some people, this is Tony's slogan, or Tony's saying, during winter, meaning a winter economy, some people starve and freeze. Some people snowboard and ski. Who snowboards and skis? Those that anticipate the enemy, those that prepare, those that anticipate, those that gain new capabilities, those that shift from being a speculator to someone who buys on cash flow, or you sell to those who have cash flow properties, right? It's not about, is the world going to change? It always changes. And there's always problems. We just want to handle bigger problems, right? If I'm at a table with 10 successful people, I know the richest person at the table handles the biggest problems, has the ability to pivot, gains capabilities from other people, takes uncomfortable action, right? There's a lot of common traits there. Today, when I was thinking about what to share, I wrote down a few things. There's an inner and an outer game. When it comes to your inner game, your insecurities are going to be magnified. That's the word I wrote down. You're going to want to solve bigger problems. Be the person when there's a problem, you're like, bring it to me. I got this. Bring it to me, right? Don't freeze. This is not a time to freeze. And then you want a little motivation. Google when the most wealth is made. Google when the most successful companies are formed. It's always during a recession because you have less competition. It's easy to be successful when you're born on third base. It's easy to be successful if you're in real estate and you buy a piece of property. It takes you an extra 3 months to rehab. And because the market's moving so fast, you made an extra 20 grand. That's easy. Man, when it's time to dig in, when you're challenged, most people can't hang. It's the time to thrive. It's the time to gain next level capabilities. It's time to not sit on your hands. It's time to anticipate your enemy. It's time to gain the knowledge to go to another level because your competition shrinks.